Welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to give you guys an update on the progress of the car 2026. Before I go on, I'm actually going to give you guys a quick, hopefully it's a quick explanation as to what took so long to finally get to where I am right now. And if you don't want to hear about it, you just want to get straight to the car, I'll put a little minute marker right there so where you can just go ahead and skip straight to if you want to just not listen to what I have to say, which is fine. If you've been following this journey of mine, ever since we moved back from Texas, where I changed my career path completely 180, a lot of things have changed, and the housing for where the car was stored was never like a permanent spot. Because before, when I was cranking a lot of videos, like pretty much every other week, I had a garage and the car was just right there where I lived. Ever since we moved back to Colorado, things have been a little bit difficult in finding a place to store the car. And not only that, wherever it was stored, it wasn't really close by to where we were living. So it made things very difficult to find time and a day and time to drive to where it was being stored and then work on it and then drive all the way back. And it wasn't like a short drive either, so I had to take a good chunk of the day just to do that. But realistically, that just was not really realistic for me, given where I am in life right now. Because when I first started with the car, it was just me and my wife. We had no kids and I had a really good paying job. And I say that not to be bragging, but just full transparency. I had a good paying job. It was just me and my wife. My wife had a job, I had my job. So making time and having the funds to do work on this car was super easy for me. Like, it was, I was able to make content, I had the time, this and that. But as time went on, especially by the time we finally came back to Colorado, we have 3 kids. My wife now stays at home, and now I'm the only income. And again, as I mentioned before, I have a completely different career industry now, which does not pay as much as before. As mentioned, now funds change a lot. So now where before I was able to just dump money onto the car, now that's not a priority right now, because the car is technically last in line to see whatever funds it gets, because there's other priorities that come before, like paying the house bill, whatever, putting food on the table, this and that, which makes being able to work on the car even more difficult than as it was before. And for anyone that does have a family or other priorities where finances, the car's not the first one in line for finances, I think you'll have you can imagine, just what I was not necessarily going through, but just, the choices I needed to make. And this is why me working on the car, making content for the car, for this channel, even like my Instagram account, it was pretty dormant. Like, I wasn't really posting. They just didn't have the time to make priority for it. So hence, that's why video content on the car and on my Instagram account just really wasn't active. Alrighty, that's enough of me talking. Let's go ahead. I'll show you guys the car, the progress so far. Again, not a whole lot has changed from almost a year now, really, from the last video I posted of the car. But I'm gonna post a little video clip. So back a few years ago, I made a overall what I've done to the car. It's not going to be that into detail. I'm just going to give you kind of like an update from that video, because there's been more things done to the car from that video that link will be down in the description, and if you guys want to watch that video if you haven't. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the exterior of the car, then work in the interior, and then third go over to the engine bay and talk about that. When it comes to anything exterior, not a whole lot has been done. The only difference is I did remove the fake carbon fiber window trim and have just the matte black. I do eventually want to do that with the roof. So the roof is also a fake carbon fiber wrap, and so is the side mirror. So eventually I want to remove the carbon fiber and just do like a matte or a satin black finish. And again, that's just, at the time I thought this was the coolest thing, but as I'm getting older, I feel like about it. So I think just doing like a subtle, you know, matte satin black finish, I think I would like that better. Another big change I've done was the discs. So the disc, so when I made that video a few years ago, I think I had just the steel brakes. So now these are 2-piece discs. So that's different. Then as you can see here, this is a prototype right here. So I'll do another video of what I am doing right here. But actually here, so this is like a step down for a wheel cap, and it's something controversial that it's like a hit or miss with people that have seen this, that known my car. Some people like it, some people don't, some people are probably neutral about it, but I like it. So again, I'll dedicate a video to just what I am doing right here. Now if you look in the trunk, I do have some boxes here and there, but as of right now, when I made that video, when I relocated the battery towards the back, still to this day, I have not came up with a battery bracket to hold the car in place. I'm thinking of designing my own bracket and 3D printing it, but right now that's I'll do that at a later time. But so far the battery is still as is from that last video I created. So that's really kind of it. I just have boxes of here with some parts for future video purposes. When it comes to the interior part, I mean, everything is still the same. The difference is I do have this gauge, and again, I'll post a link on where I got this gauge from, and it is pretty sweet. I really love it. So I'm just going to turn the car in the on position so you can see that it works. You know, I still have, you know, the old, you know, dash. Eventually I want to change this, update it, but right now it's not really a priority. But yeah, there you can kind of see if I can get the lights turned on so you can see, you know, the lights do work on the cluster. So it's not just like a sticker over the original. I did make a video of this. Again, I'll post that, like, you know, a little clip right here, and also down in the description below if you're interested in doing this sweet, cool cluster mod. But yeah, everything works, and then I'm just gonna turn it off. But yep. So that's all I've really done on the interior side. Now this is the big reason why this car has been at a standstill, because there is nothing in this general area right now. So obviously you can't really run a car when it's in this condition. Before I move on, and hopefully nobody skips this part, I just want to make it 100% clear. Reed has not bailed out on me. We still talk, like really, we were just talking I think about 3 days ago about, and it was car related, you know, so he's still in touch with me. We're still talking about this. So I have everything, I think about pretty much everything that I need to install it. The only thing that's kind of like right now stopping me again is finding the time right now. Now that the vehicle is now closer to where I live, like literally like now like 5 seconds away from where I live, it's gonna be a lot easier. So now it's just kind of like finding the time to find a little bit of time to do little things here and there. So that's my plan right now, is to kind of start. And the sucky thing is, it is winter time here in Colorado as I'm recording this. So right now it hasn't been very, very cold, but there's gonna be some days where it's just gonna be super cold, where I just do not want to work on the car, because again, the car is not in a covered garage. It's more like in a carport, as you guys can see. So that was another thing I wanted to do. So be able to have somewhere where I can work on the car and be, you know, shaded, you know, if it's like snowing outside or raining or whatever the case may be, I have somewhere and not be exposed out to the elements when working on the car. So this is like one of the first things I wanted to do first, like get a carport, you know, installed, clear up some space here on the driveway, and yeah, and then be able to finally get the car here where I live. And I did mention a little bit earlier that there's some things that I still need to get, and that is things that I need to get on my end. That's all it is, pretty much some hardware stuff that I need to get. I already have, I believe, a good chunk of it, but there's going to be some things that I am going to need to get on my own, and I think there might be some things that I might get to design myself, so be able to print, design, and then 3D print it. So I did get a pretty cool, I updated my 3D printer not too long ago, and I got a very special filament that's meant that can take on heat resist, that can take heat within an engine bay. So I'm really excited to use that filament to try it out, and also there's stuff I can also use on the exterior of the cars. I already have ideas in my head of things that I would like to design for the car and then print them out and just see how it works. But again, one of the first things I want to do with the car is do the plumbing first. Be able to get the plumbing, get the coolant tank, the radiator for the coolant, for the supercharger, stuff like that. I do have a cool idea that I want to do with the headlights, especially this side, and this side is going to leave stock, but I think that kind of gives you guys, I don't want to give too much of a hint, but I think by me just saying I want to do a type of design with this headlight only, because this is where the air intake is. So pretty cool. So you'll have to wait for when the time comes, but I already have it in my head, the design and whatnot ready. But yeah, this is pretty much the progress of the car. So not much has changed from the last time I made any video content. You may not see it on my face, but I'm super thankful to where I am right now. I know it doesn't make sense why I should be grateful with this car, and just in this, even though it's not in drivable state right now, but the reason I'm so grateful is because, like, kind of backtracking now, all the people I've got to meet along the way because of this car, because of the content I've been able to create, and then also a lot to you guys watching these videos, that you guys have made a huge, change, the people I've got to meet because of this car, and then just the opportunities I've been given that, not other Audi B6S4 drivers have, gotten the same privilege, I guess. I think that's the word. Hopefully I'm using the right words. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I'm super grateful. Yeah, so again, thank you to you guys for watching this video, watching the content that I put out, and then just supporting the channel. Even if you're from day one, or if you're subscribing to the channel right now, super grateful and thankful for being able to be, watch me a part of this journey that I've had with this car. It's definitely had its ups, and it's definitely has its downs, owning this car. But this engine right here was sponsored by Alex. If you've known what happened to the previous engine, that's a huge blessing right there for this car to keep on living. What Alex did for me by sponsoring this engine block. So Alex, if you are watching this, I'm super thankful. There's not a day that doesn't go by where I'm like, man, that was like a true blessing, for what, even though what happened was so bad, but Alex was able to and it wasn't even his fault as to what happened. I'm not going to go into detail in this video. If you just go into my videos, and if you already know, but if you're new to the channel, you can go down to my history and just see, kind of what's happened to the previous engine before. But yeah, I'm super thankful for Alex at AMTuned to do what he did, and again, my channel was like very, very small, and for him to be able to do that for me. So yeah, I'll always be thankful for that, for what Alex did for me. So again, Alex, if you're watching this, super thankful, and thank you for keeping this car alive. Honestly, it's all thanks to you. And along with Alex, being a huge help, I also want to, give a big shout out to Reed, for also, trusting me with his Supercharger kit, and being able to start making some content with it. Again, with Reed, when that happened to the previous engine, as to what happened, kind of Reed always being kind of by my side along the way, which is a huge help, and getting in the works, like to get this kit up and running. And it's been a while, it's been a few years, but I think we're gonna start making some progress. So again, Reed, and again, I want to thank you also for being able to be where I am right now and with the car, and I'm super excited for what is in store for this car. That's an update of the car 2026. I'm super excited, and again, I can't make promises of now that the car is close to where I live now. I can't make promises I'll be putting out content every week. I'll do little by little here and there once I start kind of figuring out the parts, the things that I need, and start ordering stuff that I just need a few things I need to order, and start attacking it little by little. And I'll obviously update you guys, show you guys the progress, what I'm doing, the things that I'm learning, things like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Right now the car content will be at a slower pace, but it's still not without it's still reachable. So I'm thankful that I don't have to sell the car for a minivan is what I'm trying to say. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys learned something new. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one, and hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.